What is up, YouTube? I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to pop in here because I know I haven't been on YouTube for a little bit, but I hope everybody had a fun new moon in Scorpio. That was yesterday. But the chat is open. I wanted some help with some questions, and I wanted the collective's opinion on it because it's about content, and I want to know what you guys want to see, right? So I figured I might as well just ask you. We'll just chat, we'll hang out, and we'll talk about it together. So the chat is open for you guys to talk to me, but I have a Patreon channel for those of you who are aware, and I really want to get back to posting weekly on YouTube, and I love posting on YouTube. I loved just posting every week on YouTube, and I kind of really miss doing that, and I want to be able to do that again. And it's just me, like it is just me posting all the content to YouTube, to Patreon, to personal readings, to emails, to Reiki sessions, to tarot readings, to mentoring, to the website, to the finance side of it. It's me. It's only me. I miss you guys too, and that's why I want some insight as to if you're interested in Patreon, because Patreon is the platform that is going to have the changes, because I'm going to come back to YouTube. I'm going to come back to YouTube. I'm going to come back to YouTube posting weekly because I love posting on YouTube. I like responding to the comments. I like going live on here more. I like having lives on here with you guys. I like being part of the larger collective. And I feel like the Patreon platform is an incredible platform. I love my Patreon family. I absolutely adore my Patreon family because it's a group of people who are very aligned and very ready to pursue their spirituality. The only thing I'm just gonna say it. The only thing about Patreon I don't like is the monthlies. I just don't like doing monthly readings, and so that's the only part of Patreon I'm thinking about getting rid of, because I would rather do weekly readings every week on YouTube, you know? And so what I'm thinking about doing is doing weekly readings again on YouTube, for all the zodiac signs. And on my Patreon, I'm thinking about, instead of the first tier being monthly readings, I'm thinking about starting a series for YouTube where it addresses shadow work, and it addresses, like, it would just be a series, and each episode is just a different topic, like shadow work, crystals, how to shield, how to ground your energy, manifestation, all these different topics. And then the first tier of Patreon, instead of it being the monthlies, would be the opportunity for people to have live chats to ask questions on those series, right? And then the second tier of Patreon would still be the energy shift readings, because I really like those. I like doing the moon cycle and the energy shift readings in regards to like the planets and stuff, because I know some people really like the astrology and whatnot. And I love doing the weekly readings for my patrons, because the Patreon platform, that collective group, it does have a different energy than the overall collective, obviously, because we have a much different collective energy as a unity consciousness than we would for just the smaller group of collective that's part of Patreon. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking about starting that next month. So if you are part of the Patreon family, I think that this will be the last month that I'm going to do the monthlies. This will be the last month that I do monthlies on Patreon. And next month, I am going to stop doing monthlies, because one, it's also going to get rid of 12 additional readings each month that I simply, me as an individual, I do not have time to do. I don't have time to do it. I'm booked out a month and a half typically on my calendar with Reiki sessions and personal clients. And I really miss just posting to YouTube. I miss posting to YouTube so much. I love doing the YouTube readings. I love, love, love just being able to post those weekly readings for you guys. And I want to get back to doing that on a regular basis. And I was getting very energetically depleted over the last few months with all the personal bookings and trying to keep up with Patreon and YouTube all together. I was just getting very, very busy. So I wanted to know, in regards to YouTube now, for YouTube readings, do you guys like, I know I know some people like timeless. I personally like timeless readings. I'm a timeless reading kind of person because I think everybody's on a different wavelength. I think everybody is on their path at their own time, and when they're meant to see something, they're going to see it. And other people like things done on, like, hey, this is for this upcoming week. I started my YouTube channel doing things on, like, this is for this upcoming week. I'm very much so leaning toward continuing to doing general timeless readings, and I think I am very much so going to continue doing general timeless readings. I'm just kind of curious if people prefer general timeless readings or if they like having, hey, this is a reading for this date to this date. You like both? Okay. Yeah. And I had a feeling that people would like the dates as well, because some people, you know, they like to know when things are intended. What's the intention behind it? My intention is always, for if someone is meant to see this, it is meant for them to see this at that time. You know. Um, okay. And then in regards to the readings, do you want more general readings? Would you like more love readings, more work readings, or do you just kind of like whatever is most needed for that zodiac sign? Or do you want me to do more collective readings? Do you like the zodiac readings, or would you like a little mix of both? Would you like me to do zodiac readings and then go live once a week for a collective reading? This is the kind of stuff I'm thinking about. These are the kind of things I'm dabbling with. Love readings. Yeah, I had a feeling people would want more love readings. If I do love readings, I think I would do, I might dedicate, and that's up to you, I might dedicate 1 week to a general reading, 1 week to a love reading, 1 week to a, I might just alternate it throughout the month, like a general reading, a love reading, a general reading, a love reading. I did that at one point too. I think that's just best because I know some people are really looking for insight into love. Not a problem. I really miss being on YouTube. I was talking about it so much with my partner because YouTube is just, I just love doing readings on YouTube. I really did. And I just needed to get back to it. I got so busy, guys. It's literally just me. It's just me. And so when I get busy with, like, imagine doing 12 zodiac sign readings and then having a week full of Reiki sessions, personal readings, mentoring sessions, answering emails, and then doing all 12 zodiac sign monthly readings and then energy shift readings and then moon cycle readings. It's a lot for one person. And then my own personal life, like my own shadow work, the own things coming up for me, because nobody's immune to that stuff. And I'm a Capricorn rising going through my Saturn return. So it's been a doozy. And I don't know if I told you guys, like I had a passing in the family these last few months. I had a 3-car pile up car accident. I just got my car back a few days ago. It's just been so much. It's been so much. And the Scorpio new moon is just finally like, okay, cool, clean slate. Like we can finally get back into reorganizing things. But I think I'm going to do general readings 1 week a month, and then I'll do love readings, and then I'll do general, and I'll do love, and I'll alternate them. I am going to continue doing timeless readings. I'm going to continue doing timeless readings. I really prefer timeless. Because I think when you put a time on something with an expectation of like, hey, this is intended for this week, it's not doing justice, because I know that when I started watching tarot on YouTube, I would watch a reading intended for 1 week and it would happen 2, 3 weeks later. Um, hey Autumn, thank you so much. Um, but yeah, Patreon, that tier 1 on Patreon, I'm definitely going to switch that to um the live chat discussion based off this new series that's going to come out. I'm going to start recording more videos that are also educational in regards to topics on just spirituality and awakenings and stuff. Um, because I think there's a big portion of the collective that really wants insight into things like that, and in regards to like things that would actually help and benefit them with shadow work, things that would actually help you in regards to meditation and grounding and deciphering what's your ego, what's your intuition, 11:11 when I looked up at the timer. um it's just time that we start helping each other than focusing so much on what these readings are telling us. I feel like part of the collective, I one thing I never want is the collective to become reliant on tarot readings. I never want to be one of those channels where people are reliant on just the readings, because readings are just reading energy. It's not telling you verbatim your future, and people, for us to understand that we are more than just what we think is coming our way, and to be open to learning and exploring more of that and learning more of our personal power. That's what I want more of this channel to be about than just another reading. Because honestly, like, I'm sure most people that watch tarot readings, I know I did at least, it becomes like habitual and kind of addictive at times to watch these readings because you become attached to wanting an answer to something. And I stopped watching readings after when I started getting into spirituality. I really stopped watching them because it was just unhealthy. And you get to this place of needing to understand that you have to surrender and work with the universe, on your own, and have faith in yourself that it's all going to unfold. And I think we need more content like that. So I will be adding content like that along with the readings, just to kind of remind the collective of how awesome and powerful everybody is, and that the readings are not the end all be all, right? But in regards to those videos, that series, I want to know what kind of things you guys wanted to learn about. What things you want to learn about outside of shadow work. I'll read you a few that I have written down because I've had this for um outside of shadow work, outside of sacred geometry, numerology, essential oils, chakra. Yeah, I have protection. I have raising consciousness. I have grounding and centering. I have higher self versus ego, emotion versus emotionless in regards to deciphering between the two, the three faces, head, heart, soul. Breath work and frequencies, numerologies, energetic bodies, the 6 different ones, what tarot is and isn't, shielding your energy, chakra system, crystal sensitivity, dream space experiences, manifesting, my awakening experience and what it was like. And thank you. I appreciate it, guys. And anything else you guys think of, let me know. I have a few other things on here, like just like joking things, like just like fun. Like some of these videos are just gonna be like fun things, like how, like talking to your plants, like having plants in your house is actually like a really good thing, not only for the air, but for like energy and filtration. But like I was actually just saying to my boyfriend, like talking to my plants actually helped them thrive. Like speaking and communicating with all living things, not just humans, is good, is good high frequency energy. um masculine and feminine energy is the difference between them, what they do and what they both entail. I have a lot written down. But yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and let's make sure I write that down. Okay, so general and love readings alternate every other week, both timeless, just zodiac signs. And I might go live. I might go live twice a month for collective. I might go live. We'll do once to twice a month for collective, because I know I go live twice a month on Patreon already. And it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. To find that kind of time. I know that might sound strange to you, but if you saw my calendar, you'd be like, oh shit, I get it. Okay, what else? Mudras. I could talk about mudras too if you guys want, like meditation mudras, things like that, hand positions. That's a good one. The 3 faces mudras. You guys let me know. The chat's open. I just want to pop on here really quick. Because I was actually in the middle of recording the last few monthlies on Patreon, and I just felt really guided to just be like, I got to get this out of my head. I got to talk about this before I forget. So, okay. And if you're on Patreon, I have those last 4 monthlies. I know I'm getting to them for November, and then we'll do this last month for December, and that's it for the monthlies. Let me think, what else? I think that's it, guys. But this Sunday, I plan on recording weeklies to come out for this upcoming week for YouTube. Okay. So I hope everybody had a good new moon in Scorpio, and everybody's being gentle and kind to themselves, because it's a really important time right now to reinvent, to restructure, to allow things to fall away, especially with that new moon being opposed Uranus. There's going to be a lot of unexpected and turbulent energy. I cannot tell you where your Aquarius is at, but if you go and look up your birth chart, you can find it in one of your houses, and that will help you dictate that. And then based off your house, the house that it lands in, you can see where it's affecting you. But you type in your birthday and the time, you need the time you're born. Because I have a video linked in my description box of all my videos where I basically go into detail as to why your rising sign is so important. But the time you're born dictates where your rising sign falls and how the rest of your houses fall, where the rest of your zodiac placements fall in your chart. So that's why it's so significant. So just make sure you know the exact time or within the 30-minute time frame that you were born when you look up your birth chart. So this way you can really understand how these astrological aspects affect you. I actually had a really good friend. She's actually on my Patreon channel today. Tell me about the app Time Passages. And I absolutely fell in love with it today when she introduced me to it. And it will break down all of the transits, planets, aspects in your chart for you. If you download it, it will educate you on the astrology of your chart and your personality and how these aspects influence you, and it will show you your natal chart, so the chart when you were born, and it will show you the aspects going on currently. So if you'd like to look at that, it's called Time Passages, and it's a very good app. I'd highly recommend it. But yeah, very, very nice. But guys, that's what I have. And if you're watching this after the fact when I'm not live anymore, please leave comments. Please leave comments about topics that you want to learn about. And please know that I am never on any high horse. Like on this channel, we are all always healing. We're all always experiencing these things together because we're all walking our own path on our own time. So you guys are going through this as I'm going through this, and I'm just sharing my knowledge and wisdom as I'm learning my knowledge and wisdom. And I'm just excited to keep sharing it with you. So I love you, and I wish you the best, and I look forward to seeing more of you. And let me know what things you want to learn about, because I would like to research them and learn them and teach them and spread that with you. Okay? Later, Gators. I'll see you next time.